What I want to give to my audience is the fact that living a beautiful life is attainable. Having flawless makeup is attainable. Having a beautiful space is attainable. So I always say that I'm an introvert and I'm a pretend extrovert. And it's so weird because you're a blogger and you have to meet people, and your energy really comes from, well, you get re-energized when you're by yourself, introverts mainly. I think that one of the main pieces to living a beautiful life is peace. I think that's across the board. So if you feel peaceful, if you're at peace when you come home, if you're at peace when you're at work, even though there might be chaos all around you, then you can for sure say that you're living a beautiful life. Whether that might be putting on your makeup simply and practically, or creating a space that's simple and practical and livable and likable to you, that's what I like to show women, and that's what I do. That's what I inspire to do. Just inspire women just to live a life that's beautiful to them.
What advice would you give to an aspiring entrepreneur who is thinking about leaving their full-time position or their comfort zone to pursue their passions?
Anytime your character is about to be compromised, it's time to make a change so that you don't slip into being somebody that you don't want to be. Mm-hmm. And so my advice to anybody that's trying to leave is, one, seek God first. Yep. And then two, watch how you're changing.
Did you always know what set your soul on fire, or was it a process that you had to go through to understand what actually sets your soul on fire?
I think that I always knew that I loved interior design and home decor. I grew up, I didn't know this. Well, my dad reminded me of it, that I used to draw out furniture. When it came down time for Christmas, I would always be the one let's get the Christmas trees up, let's get the decorations up. You're like that too, Mom? Yeah. I love design. Looking at magazines inspire me. I love magazines. I'm so sad the print industry is kind of plummeting a little bit, but I would love to help them bring that back up because I love design. I love fonts. I love graphics. Look at where we are. I chose places that are nice because I like design, and so design really inspires me. I didn't think that it was something I was supposed to do as a business. Mm-hmm. And so or just beauty. I didn't think I could do it for a business. Yeah. My parents always instilled in me, be a doctor, a lawyer, or something of that nature in order to make a really big name for yourself. And so I didn't think that was, I knew that I liked to do it, but I didn't think that it was something that I could do as a business. And so recently, over the years, I would notice that people would always ask me to help them with their birthday parties, or if they bought a new apartment or got a new apartment or bought a new home, they would ask me oh, can you come, home shopping with me, or makeup shopping with me, stuff like that. And so when you start to kind of look at what people who don't know each other are asking you for, the same exact thing, they're asking for the same exact thing, it's kind of indication as to what you're really, really good at. And then when you look at your spare time, all I'm doing is pinning. Pinterest, literally is my new entertainment. And so I noticed that I pinned a lot of beauty. I pinned a lot of home decor. And so recently, after I launched my business, my blog really, and my site went up a couple months ago, one of my friends, she was like, I like your quote on your website, but you're a person that likes to make things beautiful. That's what you're good at, Rashida. That's what we always call on you for. You make things beautiful, and I think you should highlight that somewhere. And after she said that kind of set my mission for everything that I do, is the fact that you're right. I do. If I'm sending you a document, it's going to look cute. If I'm sending you an email, it's going to look cute. And so from that point on, that friend reminded me that I like to make things beautiful, and that's really what my purpose is to help others realize that you can live beautifully as well. So I have a group of women that I look to honestly, for advice, for encouragement, to push me, to challenge me. And they don't always concede to everything that I might say. And you need those type of people in your life. You need people that are
to check you.
Yes, you don't want yes men or yes women always in your life. And so these are the friends that I can count on. If I tell them an idea and they're like, or they might, try to pivot it in a different direction, but I know that I can get sound advice from them and that they're coming from a really good place. And I can also take the feedback, because you have to be in, when you're an entrepreneur, you should definitely be in a position to receive feedback and not
Constructive criticism.
be sensitive about it.
Yep.
Sometimes we get so wrapped up in, I built this house, I built this thing, and it's not working. And so you're so bent on the fact that you took this time to build it, and you're wasting more time trying to figure out how to make this thing work. And I think that if you learn to pivot and kind of leave things and move on to really what we were talking about earlier, about what sets your soul on fire, when I finally came to that realization, I felt a little bit sad, because I'm like, man, I spent all this time building a platform based on just only beauty. And now I want to talk about home decor. So I'm hoping that my audience, whom I love so much, would concede and be like, great, like, we want to hear about your home decor as well, too. And so those are some of the things I know that people would feel when they start to pivot, like with the audience that I built, follow along. You can find me at rashidabanks.com. That is my blog site. That is my website. That's where I write most of my blog posts. That's where you can find ways to work with me. You can also find me on Instagram at rashida.banks. That's where I reside the most. I update daily. Check out my Insta stories for sure. And you can also find me on Pinterest.com/Rashida Banks. That's where I have all of my inspirational designs and face designs and home designs. Find me on Pinterest.com/Rashida Banks.